we go on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. Forced out to his left. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Fields on target to Mooney, 1st down, Chicago. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Fields. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw is Fields. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, big series right here.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
But the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure. Now Mayfield lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On second and a long way to go. Mayfield swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 9. Fields finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 29, Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception, Mayfield. Flushed out right. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff comes to Chubb. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Mayfield on play action. On the move to his left. Drops it off for Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off play action, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the gun, here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
First down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And in his 2nd year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down and 7. And again, it's Chubb. A strong running. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good coverage downfield onto him, taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Play fake. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Khalil Mack getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here's Fields.
And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
I mean, you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A lot of people call it a toss, a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 45, 45, 45, 45. Sound time. It's sound time.
Now Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 45 on the mark. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mayfield to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Fields. Dancing to his under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confidence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Now a 2nd down and 6. Mayfield now. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he wisely will throw that one away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work an exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
I got you. I got you. Check.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he goes out right around the 39. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45's the mark. Switch. 45. Mike, 45. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.